Recently I've been working on a series of pouches and some leathercraft, and I'm quite pleased with some of this work and how it's turned out, and I just wanted to share it with you. So I've just grabbed the camera and I'm going to do one of those kind of show and tell or showcase style things, okay? Just recently I've got hold of some emu hides, okay? And there's really two separate types of emu hides. There's the main body, which is kind of quite an unusual stretchy material, and then there's the actual legs, which are tanned separately, which is a thicker, more of a medium weight leather, and that has a really unusual and different look to it. There's not much like it. Ostrich is obviously quite similar. It's a very unusual leather. It has a really interesting texture. It's almost reptilian in the way that it looks, and it's really inspired me to do a series of pouches, different types of pouches for Altoid tins and larger sort of possible pouches that I'm going to share with you today. I'm also going to show you some other little things I've been working on. So I've kind of got too much to show you. There's too much going on. If I was to show you everything, it would be an hour-long video. So I'm just going to show you a couple of items, and it will give you an idea of what I do, what I'm about, and my kind of bushcraft leather style, okay? So as you can see, I'm using this tree as a stand just to show off some of my gear. And for those of you who are quite observant, you might notice this leaf here. And this is a bush tucker plant called Smilax glasscapilla, okay, or native sarsaparilla, which is no relative to the sarsaparilla tree in North America. Okay, so if I just show you this one first, this is an emu pouch which is designed to carry an Altoids tin. Okay, so it's quite a small pouch, as you can tell. At the top here we have emu. This is kangaroo. This is part of the kangaroo tail, which is a heavier leather. And then here, if I turn it around, you can see this pattern here. This is emu leather. Then we've got a belt loop at the back, which is made from cowhide. And a very simple closure, and the closure is a little bit off center, which is deliberate. Open it up, and then we have an Altoids tin inside. For those of you who don't know Altoids tins, these are often used for survival kits or fire kits. It's almost like the industry standard. So this is all hand dyed, yeah, and then mixed with tallow and beeswax. Very unusual pouch. I'm proud of this little pouch. It's a really great little design. Okay, and I haven't really seen many people make an Altoids tin like this. Okay, and a lot of the things I do are just quite unique and sort of quirky and one-off, really. That's what I like. So this is another one made with the emu hide. Okay, I really like this pouch. Has some similarities with the other one, but it is a bigger pouch. Obviously, you could put first aid in here, you could put a folding knife, you could put an Altoids tin. You could do quite a lot with this. Really designed to be carried on the belt, either externally or on a trouser belt, whatever. Okay, so we have emu, and we have more emu down here. Again, the closure is slightly off center. This is shark here, the button. The gusset here is kangaroo, and it's a sort of very nice kangaroo. It's kind of a distressed kind of feel to it. And in the back we just have some leather, some cowhide as a belt loop. As a general rule, belt loops I will make to accommodate a 2-inch belt. So again, the kind of thing that I do with bushcraft leather. So most of you guys would know Billy Connolly, right? Billy Connolly, very famous Scottish comedian on the television, been in dozens of films, okay? But how he started was as a banjo player, right? And he used to do all the working men clubs. Back in the 70s, he used to do all the working men's clubs and, you know, pubs like the Scotia Bar in Glasgow. He used to travel all over the place, playing with different bands, played with a guy called Matt McGinn. and that's how he started. And one of his jokes, one of Billy Connolly's jokes that I really liked was, something you never hear is, there goes the banjo player's Porsche. Okay, and what he meant with that is, if you're going to play the banjo, don't expect to make a lot of money out of the music industry, right? Never happens. If you're going to make music out of the industry, be a guitar player in a rock band, or play the drums like Phil Collins or something like that. Banjo players don't make any money, right? And it's the same with this kind of leather stuff, right? Never going to make $1 million, never going to buy a Porsche doing kind of bushcraft leather, right? Niche market, materials are expensive, very labor intensive. Okay, so guess what I'm trying to say here is, I do it for other reasons than simply kind of monetary gain. Yeah. On a side note, I'm going to sidetrack you for a second. Interesting piece of trivial information. I did go to the same school as Billy Connolly, though I think he left some 20 to 15 years before I started. Okay, and I lived in the same housing scheme as Billy Connolly. Alright, a bit of trivial information there. So bringing it back to leathercraft, as you can see, I've changed the configuration from the start of the video. Alright, at the start of the video you saw a wider belt. It's called the Northern Track equipment belt, and I've changed it to this, which is the Tuckaroo bush belt. This was originally designed as more of a trouser belt for your pants. A lot of people who've bought this have been using it like this as well. Okay, so it has a little bit of flexibility to it. Okay, I get lots of questions about sizing. If that's an issue for you, something you're worried about, talk to me. I've never made a belt and it's been the wrong size. Okay, there's two ways of working out belts, one for trousers and one for external equipment belts. But whatever it is, we can accommodate you. Okay, so the configuration's a little bit different. This is one of my kangaroo tail pouches with shark bone or cartilage. Alright, and then I've got one of my emu smaller sized Altoid tin pouches here. Okay, it's always good to put the equipment on and show you it like this. I think you get much more of a sense of it, how it looks on the scale, how it's going to function, all that kind of stuff. Okay, so just, you know, just for the purposes of illustration. So thank you for watching the video. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please leave a comment. I'm pretty easy to find on the internet. I'm on, you know, Flickr and Instagram, Facebook and all that kind of stuff. Please leave a comment, tell me what you think. But I'll catch you next time, guys.